When you're buying a house, you're thinking about the big stuff, right? The neighborhood, the kitchen, the backyard. But what if I told you the most expensive mistake you'll make has nothing to do with the house itself? It's a tiny little oversight that costs most people over $1,000 a year. And honestly, the fix is ridiculously simple. Let's get into it. So you spend months, maybe even years, looking for the perfect place. You're on Zillow every night, you're hitting open houses on the weekends, you're debating every single paint chip. But then, when it's time to figure out how to actually pay for it, the biggest financial piece of the whole puzzle, a lot of us take this weird little shortcut. And this is the part that's just wild to me. It turns out that almost 7 out of 10 homebuyers get a mortgage quote from only one lender. Just one. That's it. You get that first offer, you breathe a sigh of relief, and you just go with it, thinking, okay, great, that's the number.
Look, I get it. It feels convenient, you know? It feels good to just check that box and move on. But that convenience, it has a very real price tag. So what are you actually paying for that shortcut?
Well, when you actually run the numbers, the cost is kind of staggering. Let's just use a real-world example with a typical home price in the US. You're going to see how just one extra phone call, one more quote, can completely change your budget for years to come. All right, let's say you're buying a $360,000 house. Lender A comes in at 6.24%. Your monthly payment is going to be about $2,345. But then you call Lender B, and they offer you 5.74% for the exact same loan. Now your payment drops to $2,253. That might not sound like a huge leap, but just wait till you see how it adds up. That little 0.5% difference, that adds up to over $1,100 in savings every single year. That's real money that could go towards a vacation, home improvements, or just, peace of mind. All from getting one more quote. And it's not just about the cash back in your pocket. This is the real game changer. That lower monthly payment makes you a stronger buyer. In fact, research from Zillow shows that saving that $1,100 a year can open the door to 22,000 more homes that used to be outside your budget. You literally expand your entire world of options. So, you're probably asking yourself, how is this even possible? How can 2 different lenders offer me, the same person, 2 totally different rates? Well, the truth is, not all lenders see you the exact same way. You see, every lender has its own little secret sauce for figuring out risk. Sure, they all look at your credit score, the kind of loan you want, and what the market's doing, but they all weigh those things differently. One lender might be super cautious, while another one is trying to be really aggressive to win your business. That's precisely why getting that second opinion is so important. And hey, this isn't some rare thing that only happens once in a blue moon. Big studies, like from Freddie Mac, find this stuff all the time. A rate difference of 0.5% or even more isn't some kind of crazy exception. It's a very real possibility for pretty much anyone who just takes a minute to compare. So we really need to flip the script on this. Shopping for a mortgage isn't a chore. It's you taking control. It is one of the very few moments in this whole home buying marathon where you can do one simple thing that will immediately and massively improve your financial situation. I mean, just think about what that one action unlocks for you. We're talking a lower monthly payment, which gives you more breathing room. You get access to way more homes, which is huge. You save a ton of money in the long run by paying less interest, and you walk into negotiations with so much more buying power. It's a win-win-win-win. And here's the best part. The strategy to get all this isn't complicated. You don't need a finance degree. You don't have to spend your entire weekend filling out a mountain of paperwork. All it takes is a super simple plan. Okay, here it is. Ready? Step 1, just get a second quote. Seriously, that's it. You don't need 10, you just need one other option to compare. Step 2, put them right next to each other. Look at the interest rate, yeah, but also look at the fees and that total monthly payment. It's maybe 15 minutes of your time for what could be thousands or even tens of thousands of dollars in savings. So let me just leave you with this. You spent hours looking at paint swatches. You argued for a week about which tile to put in the bathroom. You definitely shopped around for the best deal on your sofa. Isn't the biggest, most important financial decision of your life worth that same effort? Isn't it worth just one more look?